First of all, I offered my pranams to revered Gautamanandaji Maharaj, Golokanandaji Maharaj, and other respected senior monks present here. We should be thankful, especially to Swami Suhitananda and Girishananda, for giving us the opportunity to be assembled at Belur with a well-planned program and in a stage which is tastefully decorated to spell out the message of Bhava, Prachar, Parishads. The presence of the monastics, brahmacharis, matajis, and other dignitaries, friends and volunteers, all together with a common purpose, has given it a higher dimension. To organize such a big program in such a hot weather is no small challenge. But the spontaneous seva of the volunteers and the sacrifice of the delegates have given the deliberations a good run. I came to know there are nearly 1,500 delegates representing 25 corners of India, and we are fortunate to be present on the 6th convention held at Belur Math. Revered Smarananandaji, he has covered almost all the salient points. He stressed on man-making rather than building-making. To solve the problem of deficiency, he suggested a prescription, that means Karo Seva, that is offered direct service. Every center will have some problems, but these are the problems of growth. We should accept problems with a positive look. Dibbanandaji pointed out that Bhava Prachar movement is taking shape in foreign centers also. Now today's topic, regarding today's topic, this movement, it has been running with the help of both as the direct disciples. Similarly, there were this galaxy of stars. The stars were this Master Mahasaya, Balaram Babu, Girish Ghosh, these and so many others, householders. They came and they just devoted themselves for the cause of spreading the message of Sri Ramakrishna. Golokanandaji has mentioned that point, that we have seen in the books that these direct disciples, some of them survive up to the ripe old age. Even up to the end, they used to go on talking about Sri Ramakrishna. If they would talk about Sri Ramakrishna, they would talk nothing else but God only. So there is about the householders or these monks, hardly difference is there. In this context, I'd like to mention one funny incident happened in my life. In the year 1959, while I was serving revered Premishanandaji Maharaj, one day a gentleman of 60 years old came to Maharaj's room, and Maharaj asked me to make pranams to him. I was shocked. Why should I, a brahmachari, make pranams to a householder? Anyway, to avoid any awkward situation, I reluctantly made pranams to him. The man stayed in the ashram for 2-3 days and left. Later, I came to know that he was a bachelor and a disciple of Raja Maharaj, and that he was a great sadhaka. He had come to Maharaj to get answers to some of his spiritual queries. When I understood all this, I felt myself blessed that I got the opportunity to touch the feet of an advanced soul. Premesh Maharaj himself used to say that after his sannyasa, because he came into the fold of Ramakrishna movement through Master Mahasaya, so after his sannyasa, he went and wanted to do pranams to Master Mahasaya. Master Mahasaya generally never used to take the pranams of the sadhus, but Premesh Maharaj did not stop. He insisted that I must do pranam, and Master Mahasaya allowed him to touch his feet, even though he had been ordained into sannyasa. in the Holy Gospel of Holy Mother, we find one reference is there. That is that this Sri Ramakrishna, one day at Ranchi, one devotee was there. His name was Suren Bhava. That devotee, one day at night time he was sleeping, probably in his dream he saw that Sri Ramakrishna is appearing before him and addressing him as Jhuno Sorshe. Sri Ramakrishna, while he used to visit Sri Ramakrishna at Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna used to address him as Jhuno Sorshe. So this is the same name. He was addressing, oh Jhuno Sorshe, Jhuno Sorshe, why have you stopped this discourses on this on my name? That means on this gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. You should continue that thing. So that spirit is still going on, and we should see that this, whenever some opportunity comes, we should group together and we should make discourse on Sri Ramakrishna, on the direct disciples. About why this Ramakrishna mission was started, that we know that story. But here, why this Bhava Prachar was started? Because we know that there are so many centers. So many centers means Patho Chakras are there. What is the difference between Patho Chakra and this Bhava Prachar center? In the Patho Chakra, it is generally hosted by one devotee, one who can afford. It is hosted and the others go there and they are to take part only, and they remain as onlooker, but they are not identified with it. But when a Bhava Prachar center starts, at that time it is a common cause. So that this gives us the power of organization, which was so much coveted aspect of Swamiji. Now this, our householders, we know that how much they are hard pressed. They have the family commitments, they have their social commitments, official commitments, then neighbors' commitments, social commitments, so many commitments they are having. Along with it, they are doing some service in these private centers. And when these private centers, what they are getting in return? Almost zero. Nothing they are getting, rather they are to sacrifice a few hours, as well as even they are to sacrifice their money, or at least certainly when they are to sacrifice hours, by during that period they could have earned something in the social life. But in spite of that, they are coming and they doing. Why do they do? Certainly they are being benefited. They are getting benefit. What benefit they are getting? They are getting the touch of the sacrifice. This touch of the sacrifice, as our previous speakers, they have mentioned it. So this touch of the sacrifice, it is some celestial thing. It is some godly thing. It is heaven's grace. One who gets the taste of it, he cannot stop. So this is, I have in my memory so many beautiful stories how our this Bhava Prachar Bhaktas, they are just changing themselves into a very, very advanced spiritual souls. If some opportunity comes, I would like to share with you how much they grow, how much they develop, only doing some service in these private centers. Our expectation. You have these Bhava Prachar centers, they have worked tremendously during this 2010 to 2014, especially through the Ratha Jatras. They have done, naturally they have seen the impact and the expectation of the society. The society is eagerly waiting to get something higher, nobler, some big thoughts and ideas. Now there has been some crisis of values and ideas. The communism is no more relevant. Naturally only the capitalism is there, and the capitalism also is varying form. Naturally they are a little baffled. They want some thought is some idea which will have some international implications. And that is the thought of Vivekananda, Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother. They were universal characters. They are everything covered this some international nature. So we shall have to present before the society these three personalities in this perspective that they are international personalities. Then only this society will be relieved, and the society is having so much of expectation from this Bhava Prachar Parishads ashrams under the guidance of these our centers. Sri Ramakrishna, about the youths, so much talks have been mentioned. I do not like to harp on it. We shall have to do something for the youth, because Sri Ramakrishna himself, he was always after the youths. He used to say, chokra. লেটকে বলছেন লেটলো লেটো তুই একটা লিস্ট করতো কতজন ছোকরা আছে, বললো যে 31 জন। বলে এমন কি আর হলো, সেই যে দিস টাইম দ্যাট মিনস নট অনলি দি ছোকরাস, he was trying to find out some jobs for them, whether they could improve in their studies, they could have their earning, they could go in a satisfactory way. As a result, they can share their time for the thinking of God and lead a good life. So this Bhava Prachar Parishads, when they will be handing the youths, they should keep in mind that we will not only demand some service from them, we have also some responsibility to see that their career, their ambition, their future is also guarded and channelized and helped by us. Now, I like to just a few words of caution. Those who are working for Bhava Prachar will have to be cautious about a few points. They should give up their social prestige, that they should not be too conscious of their social or official status. I was some director, I am here, so the convener or this president, vice president, this type of things is for the society, not here. 2, they should look after their family members well and see that their children grow in the light of Ramakrishna-Vivekananda culture. I have seen that one devotee is coming and he is just giving some rupee in the baby's hand and asking the baby to give that thing to the shrine or to some monks or something. It is some sort of culture. They will be the next generation. So they should become the devotees, and they should be some inner core group devotees of this Ramakrishna movement. They should delegate responsibility to the juniors and others in the work. We should not, that others will spoil everything, we should not have that sort of psychology. We must delegate and watch and see and help them so that they can stand up. Whenever there is a problem or difficulty, they should get in touch with the Ramakrishna Mission Centers. You may have something, immediately you consult. Nowadays mobile is and everyone is having, so we can easily consult, and certainly you will get some positive and fruitful suggestions. They should know that all the devotees, government officials, local people and media are observing them with the eyes of a hawk, as it were. They expect a very high standard of lifestyle from these householders. Here, nearly so many, more than 1,500 devotees associated with Bhava Prachar Parishads are present. Many of you must have covered more than 1,000 kilometers to reach Belur Mott, incurring considerable expenditure. 2 valuable days of so many important persons are engaged in this conference, and they do in this sultry weather. I hope all these sacrifices on your part will not go unattended. I am sure this congregation of Bhava Prachar Parishads from all over India at the holy precincts of Belur Mott, the heart of Ramakrishna movement, will provide a rare opportunity to do some fresh thinking and put forward constructive suggestions regarding the future course of Bhava Prachar. We are eagerly waiting with high hope to get some valuable ideas for the onward march of the Bhava Prachar Parishads. I pray to Thakur Ma and Swamiji to grant us the light to see how we can achieve the goal set by them before us. Thank you. Jai Sri Ramakrishna-Vivekananda.